Hey guys, welcome back to the Crime Time podcast.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so this week we're going to talk about the tragic life of Judy Garland and how it eventually led to her death. She had a short life.
That's very sad.
Yeah, it is actually. But that was just like, the 20s, back then.
Oh, I thought
They died early.
wow,
Yeah.
I didn't even realize like how long ago that was.
That was like a
100
years
years
ago.
ago.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I barely even realized that. But like
Yeah, the Roaring Twenties, and these are not the Roaring Twenties.
they're the
They're
aborted 20s.
the boring 20s. Yeah.
Sure.
The sad 20s.
Yeah.
The big sad 20s.
Okay. Okay, so Judy Garland's real name was Frances Ethel Gum, which doesn't have much pizzazz to it. Okay.
Probably by Judy
I
Garland.
think it has more.
Really?
How did she change it so drastically?
Wouldn't you if your name was Frances Ethel Gum?
Yeah, but it's not even close to her original name.
I think she just changed, like the first one was like either a famous actress or singer she chose Judy, but I don't know about Garland.
Oh.
Okay,
Like
so
Christmas.
I know, right? I mean, it does sound good, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 1926, the Gums left town to escape scandal at their old town. I don't know what the scandal was, but they headed to California. Gum's mother, Ethel, quickly tried to shape her daughters into stars. So, Ethel was a controlling stage mom, and she was the first person to put 10-year-old Frances on a diet of pills.
Oh my god.
What?
10 years old.
Wait, like she only gave her pills, like no food?
No, she gave her pills and food. So she gave her amphetamines in the morning and sleeping pills at night.
That's
and
horrible.
This pattern would continue her whole life, basically.
Was that like normal during that time?
Well, I'll get into that.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. I like the questions. Okay, so the Gum sisters rebranded themselves as the Garland sisters, and Frances just chose the name Judy. So all of the sisters were stars by their mother, but the mom soon realized that Judy was the most talented out of them. So she was the youngest one, and so I guess she put the most pressure on her because she was the most talented, I guess.
Well, I'm glad to know that I'm not the most talented among my siblings.
What?
Sorry.
Okay, so Judy stood out because of her extraordinary singing abilities.
Whoa.
She was a
Silence your cell phone.
Sorry.
People would describe her voice as an adult's voice in a child's body.
Oh.
An adult's voice in a child's body. Okay.
So in 1935, when Garland was 13, she was signed on the spot by Louis B. Mayer of MGM, the head of Hollywood's largest and most prestigious movie studio.
Oh.
This was so a lot of famous actresses and actors came out of the studio, including Shirley Temple, who is younger than Judy Garland at this point. I mean, she'll always be younger than her, I guess.
Good job. When I was little, my baby cousin was born, and I was worried that someday he would be older than me, and I wouldn't be the oldest one anymore.
What the heck?
We all have our moments, especially me.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So she was making $100 a week, which was a
What?
huge amount during the
Wow.
Great Depression.
Oh.
That's a lot. Jeez. And she's 13?
She's
Yeah.
13 at this point. I
That's
guess
more than I
she's
make.
probably providing for her whole family, I guess. Like, because I don't think her sisters are like as successful as her. Stop. Okay, so MGM insisted that Garland wear caps on her teeth and rubberized discs on her nose to help
What?
reshape it in
That's
the hopes of
awful.
making her image more appealing. So they thought she was ugly. And
That's
I
so
remember seeing
horrible.
this clip of her in a movie, and yeah, they had like prosthetics on her nose.
Oh
She's
my God.
13. Imagine. I mean, people get braces, but that's different. Is that different?
Wait,
Yeah.
actually?
Yeah.
Because, like, it's in the hopes that they'll look more appealing.
They'll
Like,
look better.
we get braces so that we don't look like we're British. So,
Oh no. Oh no. Wait, caps on your teeth, like dentures, kind of, or what?
Yeah, I think like veneers maybe. I don't know.
Oh, veneers are when they like
They-
give you
they
like
file it
surgery.
down, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they give
I
you
don't
like
know.
whole set of fake teeth.
Did they have that stuff back in the day?
I don't think so.
they had amphetamine. And is that? Never mind.
Amphetamine.
What? What? That's not even related.
No, that's the drugs that she was given.
Oh, oh. Never
We
mind.
really shouldn't laugh this much during a murder podcast.
It's okay.
She wasn't murdered, so it's okay.
Okay.
That's
This
true.
constant barrage of derogatory remarks forced the young star to believe that she was in fact unattractive.
Oh
So her
my
whole
God.
life she grew up feeling ugly, and she was referred to as an ugly duckling by
That's so
like management
terrible.
and stuff.
That's so horrible.
What? What the? And she was only 13.
And at that point, it's probably not even her choice to be in that industry. Like, she's 13, she just does whatever her parents tell her to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she's basically told what to do her whole life at this point, or like I guess her whole entire life. But we'll get into that. And still, she was forced to take sleeping pills and diet pills too.
God.
What's like so bad about this is like the lack of autonomy. Like, some people like today, they can choose to go into industries where like they're objectified, like sex workers go into industries where like their bodies, like how they look is how much money they make, but they have that conscious decision to go into that industry. She didn't choose that. Like, her parents were like, you're going to go into this industry, and then everyone was like, you're ugly. Literally. That's horrible.
Yeah, exactly. So she was forced to adapt to a grueling and nearly impossible schedule. She was always cast as the girl next door, and she was often making 2 or 3 movies at a time. So she went to school and she shot movies at the same time. So there's 3 hours of early morning school, then they were followed by singing rehearsal, then a day of shooting, and sometimes these marathons wouldn't finish until 5 a.m.
Oh my
Jeez.
God.
No wonder she needs sleeping pills.
They didn't have
That's
child labor laws back then.
No, and like
Yeah.
this company, or the MGM, they were known for like doing these to their actors. So
Oh my God.
like unfortunately Shirley Temple also faced like the same thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, she was sustained by a diet of pills, and she was dependent on them by the age of 15. So we're gonna move into her most known movie, The Wizard of Oz. So in 1939, when Garland was 16, she got her big break as Dorothy Gale in The Wizard of Oz. The studio tried to make Garland look as young as possible. So this meant that she had to lose weight. They had to make her look as young as possible because the role was originally for Shirley Temple, and she was like 6 years younger than Garland at this point.
Why
Or
didn't
forever. I keep on saying at this point. She's always 6 years younger than her.
Why didn't Shirley Temple do it?
Yeah, I think she was more famous than her at the yeah, she was like more famous than her. She probably had other movies going on.
Oh, okay.
So the studio put her on a daily diet of chicken soup, black coffee, 80 cigarettes, diet pills, and
Oh my
amphetamines.
god.
What?
80 cigarettes?
Was that just like to stop her from eating, basically?
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know like how cigarettes work, but don't they like make you feel a rush like when you smoke, right?
I don't
Make you
know.
feel
think
a
so.
rush. Like
That's
it's
what the
probably
nicotine-
like satisfying to her.
Well, and also it
if
probably
she's
just
only
keeps
having this
her
much.
mind off of eating because it like
Yeah.
occupies her.
80 cigarettes. I can't get over that.
What the heck?
How many packs is that?
I don't know how
I
much
don't
are in
know. Multiple, probably.
For sure.
that.
Yeah. Here. Wait.
Okay, so she was made to wear constricting corsets and layers to conceal her curves in her figure, and
What?
her nose still had prosthetics on it to make it look younger.
She was probably like super skinny already, right?
Yeah.
And they were and they were making her wear corset. Like, what did they want her to be like? Basically dead. Like, they wanted her to have like 0% body fat.
And they're like tricking her mind into thinking that she needs to do all this stuff
Yeah.
when she really doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor. Wow.
They're like trying to kill her, basically.
Mm-hmm. So on top of all of this, she was harassed by some of Hollywood's most powerful men. So she was always frequently approached for sex as a teenager.
Oh my god.
At 16?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I wish I could say things have changed.
Mayer, I guess that was her who signed her. He's said to have groped Garland in his office, and while she was singing, he placed her hand on her breast, or his hand on her breast.
Oh
My god.
And her mother like put her in this environment.
Yeah, her mom really doesn't care. She wants it for the money. Probably.
Yeah.
She's,
Oh
like,
yeah,
milking
because
her.
like Judy Garland doesn't get any of the money, right? Her mom probably just like took it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Exactly.
I feel like we're sensing a theme between our
Don
podcasts.
Benet.
Yeah, that's basically like using your kids as like slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's messed up.
Oh, while she was singing, I already read that. So he also called her Little Hunchback for her height. And
What?
the actors who played Oz's Munchkins also sexually harassed her.
The
So when they were
Munchkins?
while they were filming the scenes, they're so short so nobody noticed, but they always like looked under her skirt or like
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'll never be able to watch that movie again.
I know. After reading this, I really don't want to. I also heard that the lion's fur, his coat and his costume is made out of actual lion fur.
Oh.
What?
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's like real.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
Why would you go through all that effort to kill a lion?
And also the Tin Man's his makeup was like real lead or something. It was
Oh.
so
or,
I
like,
think
mercury or
the
something
f-
like
yeah, something like that. I think there was originally supposed to be another Tin Man, but he died. And then so
Oh
they had to
What?
make another
Probably because of
movie.
all the lead poisoning.
that. Yeah. Oh
Jeez.
my god.
Yeah, so the movie's all around bad. Horrible. Oh, I also heard that the snow, like, isn't there a snowing scene? I don't know. I've never watched
Yeah.
the movie, but it's like asbestos.
Oh my
So,
god.
raining down.
Wow, they have like no safe health and safety standards.
Yeah.
on that. Wow.
Jeez.
We're gonna move into her adult life. So she was married 5 times, and many of her past
Whoa.
husbands were abusive and had affairs, and I think 2 out of 3 were gay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you
People
mean
call
2 out of
her,
3? I thought there were 5.
Yeah, there were 5. Oh, 2 out of 5. You know
Oh.
what I mean? um, I guess this shows that she, like, if she's been married that many times, she's not getting married for anyone except for, like, Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the image.
Was that not like scandalous back then to get like married a bunch of times?
It probably was. Yeah, it was, like, to be married that many times, but they all like cheated on her and they're abusive.
Oh yeah.
It's a really tragic life.
She was forced to have an abortion at 19 as well.
Oh my
And
god.
her
Wow.
mother said it would ruin her image if she had the baby.
It's a horrible mother.
Oh my god. Do they know whose baby it was?
I don't think it said anything about it.
Oh.
Yeah. She struggled with mental health, anxiety, addiction, hepatitis, exhaustion, kidney alignments, nervous breakdowns, near fatal drug reactions. She struggled with weight, so she was overweight at one point, underweight, and she had many injuries that suffered in falls.
Oh wow.
Her life. While filming the 1948 film The Pirate with one of her husbands, Manelli, Garland's pill use spiked and she behaved extremely erratically, missing days of filming and shouting paranoid thoughts on set.
Oh
So do y'all
wow.
guys know who Liza Minnelli is?
No.
No?
No.
Have y'all guys watched Cabaret?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it too.
Yeah, Liza Minnelli is also really popular, and she's her daughter.
Oh. Okay. With which husband?
I don't know what number it
Oh.
is.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
see. Okay, it probably says.
Oh, by the way, I looked it up. She was smoking 4 packs of cigarettes per day.
Oh my god. That's awful.
Her second husband, Vincent Minnelli.
Oh. And were all of her husbands like people, like famous people?
I don't think all of them were, but a lot of them were.
Oh, okay.
I think she probably married her a lot of her co-stars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess that atmosphere. It's
Yeah.
the same as like Natalie Wood, I guess, how she was like flirting with Christopher Walken.
Oh yeah.
It all ties back together. Okay, so we're gonna move to her death. The pressures of early stardom affected her physical and mental health from the time she was a teenager. Her self-image was influenced by the constant criticism from film executives who believed that she was physically unattractive and who manipulated her on-screen physical appearance. Throughout her adulthood, she was plagued by alcohol and substance use disorders, as well as financial instability, and often owing hundreds of thousands of dollars in back taxes. So that proves that she didn't get any of her money from what she from her movies, because by the time she was just 47 years old, she was penniless and in debt.
Even after she was an adult, she didn't get any of her hard-earned money?
Yeah, she was in debt. And she was probably she was like reliant on the pills at this point, so she's spending all her money on drugs too.
And that's not even like a choice that she made.
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah, she was forced into this life.
That's
wow.
So sad.
And her mom basically started it all. Like, ruined her own daughter's life.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think she sometimes worked in like bars and stuff as like she sang at bars and stuff to try to get money. But it wasn't enough and she used all the money on drugs. So her lifelong struggle with a substance use disorder ultimately led to her death in London from accidental overdose at the age of 47. And she was found dead in her London apartment by her fifth and final husband, Mickey Deans.
So, it's confirmed that it was an overdose?
Yes, it's confirmed. So, this is different than our other episodes because the death is very brief and we know exactly what happened. Yeah, it's just showing how her tragic life led to this overdose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely a lot to talk about with that. Um, like, what, like, we can think about, like, what changed between now and then that, would people, like, still be, would it still be likely that people would die from an overdose, like, because of their parents?
What?
Well, um, they happen every day, you know, and
Yeah.
people like young people, young celebrities die normally because of drugs.
Yeah. Like
Have y'all
Michael
guys seen?
Jackson.
Oh yeah, have y'all guys seen Demi Lovato? How she always relapses from drugs and then she gets put in rehab.
Yeah.
I thought that was Selena Gomez. Or is it both of
What?
them?
Both. But I'm talking about Demi Lovato
No,
because
I
it's
think it
happened
is
like
Sammy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. She has like 3 documentaries on it or whatever.
Yikes.
Yeah. Okay, like first of all, that's a different story, but this is kind of going off track, but she has the resources to get the help she wants and stuff. But she always relapses. I mean, that's not her fault, but making documentaries about it is I don't think it's gonna be helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, usually like when I have a problem, like if I'm behind on my schoolwork or something, I usually just do my schoolwork instead of making a documentary about it. But that's
And
just my
then
own personal preference.
yeah. um this is off topic, but like in her newest documentary, I think I watched some of it, but I think she like admitted to not being even sober in her other documentary and she just
Oh,
lied.
seriously? Oh,
Yikes.
wow.
Yeah,
Um,
which is
sorry.
kind of privileged, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think from like when Judy Garland was like going through all this, people didn't understand it as much. Like I feel like we have more
Mhm.
of an understanding now. Like uh celebrities are more open about like their mental health struggles and like they have like a better chance of like getting help for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also like I'm not ever or I'm obviously not going to say that like sexual harassment doesn't exist anymore, but like it doesn't I don't think it's as bad as it was in Judy Garland's time. Like
Yeah. And
the
people
Because of
are
fact that
more
gender roles too.
yeah, and people are more encouraged to speak out about
yeah,
it.
it's still a major problem, obviously, but like
Yeah.
the Munchkins looking up her dress on set, I'm never gonna be able to get over that.
Yeah.
Um, Also, like the health and safety standards
Oh
are
yeah.
a lot better now. Like
Yeah.
you said that she had a lot of injuries from falls, probably because the standards weren't as
The
good back
set wasn't safe.
Yeah.
then. And like the fact that she was smoking 80 cigarettes a day, 4 packs. Um, I don't.
Yeah.
In the 20s, did they know that cigarettes were bad, or was that the time where they were like handing out cigarettes to everyone to make them feel
I
better?
think the doctors said that like it's actually good for you at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah, so obviously that's changed. So,
Yeah.
um,
And also child labor laws are a thing now.
Yeah.
So you
Which-
can't have a kid on set for 80 hours a week or however long
Yeah.
they were doing it.
Yeah. So that if that was a thing back in her time, then her parents probably wouldn't have put her in that situation, and she probably wouldn't have started the drug problem at such a young age.
Yeah.
Y'all guys know who Shirley Temple is, right? I've like mentioned her a couple times.
Yeah.
Like she's
Yeah.
most known for, well, I know her from like playing Annie in the movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was signed by the same company, and she's had like pretty much the exact same experiences as Judy Garland. And she's a little bit younger than her. Like, yeah, she's been like same with the sexually, she's been sexually harassed, and like, I think she's probably also had a trouble with drugs too, which is
Mhm.
horrible, and it obviously shows like this company isn't.
Yeah. They're not the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MG, are they still around?
I looked it up, and I think they are. It's probably different though, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys ever become actors, don't work for them. Or maybe if they've changed, but
MGM Studios. Yeah, I think they're still a thing.
Okay,
Hopefully
guys.
they're not like this anymore.
hope not.
Yeah.
So that's all for this episode. Thanks for coming back.
Lena?
Yeah, so I'll be doing the next episode. It's a little bit different because like I guess from the couple of the past ones, like this one it was a drug overdose, and then the last one, was it?
It was a murder.
Yeah, so this one is Elisa Lamb, but it's a little bit more like mysterious, like we're not exactly sure what happened, so it kind of like goes back to what we originally did. So yeah,
It's a
see you
conspiracy.
next week.
All right,
Bye, guys.
bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.